In the battle of Mahabharata, the army of arrogance stood before the army of righteousness. A man of arrogance can constantly, in his self-forgetfulness, enumerate the support that he has from others for his present desires, but can one that he has lost his own confidence ever win the undying loyalty and the confidence of another's heart? One who even slightly recognizes the cowardice in him, they will one by one break the ties of the spirit and form secret allies to support the needs of their own present enemy, or they simply will choose to fight to uphold the duty of the promise and will accept death as a silent repentance to the unhealthy choice that they have made in their own state of weaknesses. Mahabharata, although it is a duality story, relative story, but it emphasizes the path of righteousness and the path of righteousness which lead to the salvation to reckon the existence of the truth. So this story is about this character called King Duryodhana, who already lost his own support due to his surrender to his fear. A fearful man will definitely spread fear around him. Hence, even his own friends who believed in his cause began to doubt their victory even before the battle have ever commenced. Desire will never give up until it has completely destroyed the communication with the false self. Until that false self has been eradicated, it is a deaf to one's own inner voice. One who refuses to listen to anyone that might unveil the way back within. Duryodhana had not only diverged his own intelligence, but he, in the ignorance of arrogance, in the ignorance of the greed, had refused to borrow the wisdom of grandsire from Bhishma as well. Yet today, in the midst of the battle, Duryodhana foolishly decides that Bhishma, the commander, the chief of the Kaurava army, would lend his insight and the strength of his righteousness for his unrighteous mission. Hypocrisy. Weakness. This weakness is one denying his self its strength. Yet the same weakness will eagerly seek the strength in another to associate its character with itself. Thus Duryodhana knew that he on his own would lose the battle, but he were to receive the strength of Bhishma's purity, it would be then give his unrighteousness mission a mask, a veil of wisdom and purity. In the same way, a mind that is stubborn in its weakness will refuse to admit the possibility of any defeat and will in fact seek an outside source of strength to wield any awareness to his own weaknesses. Desire can lead one with its fear to the battlefront, but desire cannot sustain one during the battle. It accompanies only in the instigation. Desire loses all its heat during the true movement of the battle. Duryodhana too lost the friendship of his desire the moment he entered the battlefield. The only hope was left for him was to protect the life of his grandsire Bhishma, who stood in his entire lifetime to culture the beauty of the truth. The rest of the army held no more work for him. A man of desire loses his potency even when he faces the shadow of a truth. But the selfishness, arrogance in him forces to hide behind the veil of some goodness in his past, and in that disguise he continuously attempts to attack the truth. Little does he realize that desire itself has taken the disguise of goodness and is truly giving his own self the bare front of absolute humiliation. So desire always wants to use others just to hide itself. Desire always tries to disguise in the goodness.